Right friends, welcome back to News at a Glance for 26th week from 27th June to 3rd July. Look at the first one. SFIO has sought loan details from lenders in Vijay Mallya owned defunct Kingfisher Airlines case. SFIO has sought loan details from lenders. What is SFIO? SFIO is Serious Fraud Investigation Office. It looks at white collar crimes in corporate sector. It looks at big crimes in corporate sector. It is under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, please don't forget. And at the same time, the other organization, Financial Intelligence Unit, which looks at suspicious financial transactions, is with the Ministry of Finance. These things please don't forget. Income tax authorities stated that GAR provisions will be applicable prospectively from 1st April 2017. What is meant by GAR? GAR is General Anti-Avoidance Rules, and basically it is aimed at minimizing tax avoidance and tax evasion by entities based in tax havens. We discussed several times about the difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion. Basically, to minimize tax avoidance and tax evasion by the entities based in tax havens, or you can say by looking at overseas deals, minimizing tax liability in our country is the basic aim of GAR, or General Anti-Avoidance Rules, and they will be applicable prospectively from 1st April 2017. There is a difference between retrospective taxation and prospective taxation. Retrospective taxation means that will be applicable from the previous date. That means for the transactions which took place from previous date, like 1st January 2013, 1st January 2012, like that it will be applicable from previous date, but prospectively means from the date from which this rules and regulations will be applied. That means the rules and regulations will be applied for the investments made from the date which is notified and specified by the authorities. Right? So, clear-cut instructions are given by Government of India with regard to the applicability of General Anti-Avoidance Rules. Panama Canal was recently expanded with an investment of $5.25 billion. And it was opened with the transit of a big container ship carrying 9,000 containers. And this container ship, please look into this slide, this belongs to China, which carried 9,000 containers. And don't forget, Panama Canal connects Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Please look into this slide. And at the same time, Suez Canal connects Red Sea with the Mediterranean Sea. Government recently announced a new textile policy. It is aimed at creating 1 crore new jobs in 3 years. Look into the next one. CSIR has launched BGR 34, an anti-diabetic Ayurvedic drug designed for type 2 diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus is the disease due to the insufficient secretion of insulin. Insulin is produced by pancreas, and when insufficient insulin is there, then glucose levels will increase. That is diabetes mellitus, and Ayurvedic drug was recently released in the market. That is PGR 34, which will have less side effects. And this was developed by two prominent institutions which are based in Lucknow. One is Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants. The second one is National Botanical Research Institute. Both are based in Lucknow. Please don't forget. Center asks states to provide 1 lakh small biogas plants this year. That means during 2016-17, the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India, asked states to provide 1 lakh small biogas plants, and basically this is with a view to supply clean fuel in rural areas, and at the same time it will also result in production of organic biomanure as a byproduct. Please look into this slide. This is a biogas plant, and ultimately it will result in a saving of 21.9 lakh LPG cylinders. As per the International Energy Agency report, you may ask, where is International Energy Agency? This is headquartered in Paris, France, and it releases World Energy Outlook. Please don't forget, the World Energy Outlook is released by Paris-based International Energy Agency, and as per its report, in India, 1.6 million premature deaths per year are due to air pollution. Due to air pollution, 16 lakh people are losing their lives every year. Please look into this slide. This is 2015 figures. Total premature deaths globally 6.5 million, and out of 6.5 million, due to household air pollution, 3.5 million people or 35 lakh people are losing their lives, and due to outdoor air pollution, around 30 lakh people are losing their lives. If you look at India, out of 16 lakh premature deaths, 10 lakh people are losing their lives because of indoor air pollution. Because we are using firewood, then cow dung as the fuel in several households of rural areas. This is causing indoor air pollution. So, due to household indoor air pollution, around 10 lakh people are losing their lives in our country, and around 6 lakh are due to outdoor air pollution, and the deaths in China are more than that in India. And if you look at the 2040 projections, in India 17 lakh lives may be lost, and due to indoor air pollution 8 lakh, and due to outdoor air pollution 9 lakh. And top 4 causes for death: one is high blood pressure, second one is a poor diet, third one is smoking, fourth one is air pollution. This is as per World Health Organization statistics. Volkswagen AG agreed to spend $14.7 billion as a settlement for diesel vehicle emission scandal. All of you are familiar with the Volkswagen admission in September 2015. It admitted that it systematically rigged environmental tests so as to show lesser emissions in diesel vehicles since 2009. And this is the record ever settlement in United States of America history. And now Volkswagen is required to either replace the vehicles or change certain parts in vehicles, and it dragged the image of Germany badly because Volkswagen is a German-based company. Look into the next one. Nagaland leader Isaac Chisiswu, who led one of the worst insurgencies in the northeast for almost 3 decades, died at the age of 87. All of you are familiar with NSCN-IM. NSCN-IM is a Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland, Isaac Muiwa faction, and in Isaac Muiwa faction, one of the person is this Isaac Chisiswu, who died recently. And government last year in August 2015 signed framework agreement with NSCN-IM. Look into the next one. India ranked poorly in Human Capital Index 2016. This Human Capital Index is released by World Economic Forum. This is a Switzerland-based organization, and Human Capital Index measures country's ability to nurture, develop and deploy talent for economic growth. That means the manpower is to be developed as talented individuals. And in that, the top 3 countries are Finland, Norway and Switzerland with more than a score of 80. And if you look at the BRICS countries, Russia at 28th rank, and India is at 105 rank with a score of 57.73. So out of all the BRICS countries, we are at the least position. And there is a lot more needs to be done by the government of India and state governments to nurture, develop talent in the younger generations so as to propel economic growth. Look into the next one. This is about the banking sector. State Bank of India will raise long-term capital up to $1.5 billion by issuing bonds in US dollars. Why they are raising capital by issuing bonds in United States of America? Because of the reason the interest rates are less abroad. And basically this is to take care of the requirements of long-term capital needs so as to ensure capital adequacy ratio of 9% by 31st March 2019. India has to ensure Basel norms by 31st March 2019, and as per the RBI guidelines, capital adequacy ratio of 9% is to be maintained. For that, banks require huge capital, and State Bank of India is going for long-term capital up to $1.5 billion by issuing bonds in US dollars. Axis Bank recently launched an innovation lab with the in-house innovation team to mentor startup companies, basically so as to link up startups with the prospective investors. This innovation lab was launched by Axis Bank. Look into the next one. One of the pioneers of the modern Indian art, K.G. Subramanian, passed away at the age of 92. He is famous for glass painting, toy making and weaving. World Bank President Yong Kim visited India, and he visited Anganwadi Center in New Delhi. Please look into this slide. Yong Kim is the president of World Bank. Then, in view of 61st Bank Day, that means all of you are familiar with the formation of State Bank of India on 1st July 1955. And in view of 61st Foundation Day, State Bank of India launched 3 new digital offerings. And the first one is Mingle, that means it is a social media banking platform for Facebook and Twitter users, and it will help the customers with a host of banking services on their social media accounts, right? And the second one is it is going to adopt 21 villages at the first instance, and these villages will be moved on to the digital platform, and during financial year 2016-17 overall 100 villages will be brought. And Balal in Kerala is one of the villages, that means bringing 100 villages during 2016-17 is another initiative of State Bank of India, that means these villages will be brought into the digital platform. And the bank also partnered with Flipkart to offer pre-approved EMI facility to its customers on purchases. So these 3 are the initiatives launched by State Bank of India in view of 61st Foundation Day. From July 1, pre-2005 banknotes can be exchanged only at select RBI offices, and RBI gave several deadlines, and the final deadline for exchange of these notes ended on 30 June 2016. And from 1st July onwards, they can be exchanged at select Reserve Bank of India offices only. And however, they will continue to be legal tender. That means they are legally valid, but can be exchanged only at select RBI offices. And you may ask why the Reserve Bank of India is withdrawing pre-2005 notes. Because of the reason it is a standard international practice so as not to have currency notes from multiple series in circulation at the same time. Look into the next one. Funds held by Indians directly in Swiss banks are reducing drastically in recent times. And Switzerland started making data public since 1997, and Now, because of international pressure, the country is not able to maintain secrecy. Because the secrecy has gone, that's why the black money stashed into Switzerland banks is coming down year after year. If you look at the figures for India, in the year 2006, around 23,000 crores was the money directly in Swiss banks by Indians, but it came down to around 8,000 crores of rupees by 2015. As the secrecy is going away, Indians are not favoring Swiss banks. Look into the next one. World Bank announced plans to provide more than $1 billion to support India's solar initiatives. And World Bank Group President Yong Kim recently visited India, and he supported various projects which include solar rooftop projects. Please don't forget, an agreement was signed for $625 million grid connected rooftop solar program. That means the World Bank will support with $625 million. And at the same time, another important initiative is World Bank will support International Solar Alliance. International Solar Alliance was launched by India and France during a climate summit at Paris, and 121 countries which are between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn are supposed to be the members in International Solar Alliance. And the World Bank will support International Solar Alliance, which will facilitate mobilization of $1 trillion of investments by 2030 by International Solar Alliance. All of you are familiar with the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, otherwise popularly known as Oscar Awards, and Sharmila Thakur, famous actress, Deepa Mehta, director of famous films Midnight's Children and Water, then Frida Pinto of Slumdog Millionaire fame, famous filmmaker Asif Kapadia, and his origins were of British India, and above four are among the Indian and Indian origin film personalities invited by the prestigious Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences to be its members. Recently, it invited 683 distinguished artists, filmmakers and executives representing the best of a global film community. Look into the next one. Supreme Court stated that lesbians, gays and bisexuals cannot be included in transgenders category. Please don't forget, in the year 2014, Supreme Court in its judgment said that transgenders should be treated as a third gender and they should be considered as a socially, educationally backward class, and it now gave clarification with regard to the meaning of transgenders. And the Supreme Court gave various categories which are qualified as transgenders. They are Hijras, eunuchs, then Kutis, Aravanis, Jogappas, Shivshaktis. So these are all categorized as transgenders, but gays, lesbians, then bisexuals are not eligible to be enlisted as transgender category. Tamil Nadu government objected to the issue of raising the height of check dam on Palar river from 5 feet to 12 feet, and this Palar river is situated in southern Andhra Pradesh, flowing from Andhra Pradesh to northern Tamil Nadu. Please look into this slide. And Tamil Nadu government objected to the issue of raising height of check dam. Look into the next one. With the addition of 9 more cities, recently 9 more cities were added. The total smart cities list planned to be developed increased from 100 to 109. And important features of smart cities, all of you are familiar with. During the 4 years period, central government will contribute rupees 500 crores, and similarly rupees 500 crore is expected by the state governments, and most of the projects will be through public-private partnership mode, and user charges will be imposed and funds mobilization may be by municipal bonds or borrowings from multilateral lenders. Then central government plans to develop 50 global skill banks which will first take off in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. This is aimed at basically training workers in 110 job roles to international standards. Right, and this is with an aim to make India the human resource capital. Reserve Bank of India has recently allowed JP Morgan Chase to open 3 more branches in the country, and yet present it has got only 1 branch at Mumbai. The bank, which is New York based, is interested in India operations as several multinational companies are investing in India through foreign direct investments, and the 3 branches will come up at Delhi, Bengaluru and Chennai. And Union Minister Nitin Gadkari launched National Green Highways Mission. This is a very important project for greening of highways. The government plans to provide green canopy on national highways over a length of 1 lakh kilometers. And government is expected to spend 5,000 crores of rupees by 2019, which will be 1% of the total expenditure on highway constructions. So 1% of the cost on highway constructions will be kept aside for National Green Highways Mission. This is very important point, and the minister launched initial drive on 1500 kilometers with an estimated cost of rupees 300 crore. And S Bank is partnering in greening of highways, that is one aspect. And recently Haryana government signed a memorandum of understanding with the central ministry with regard to National Green Highways Mission. S Bank pledged £1 million to the prestigious London School of Economics to support I.G. Patel Chair. I.G. Patel was the former Reserve Bank of India governor, and in his name one chair was established, and S Bank pledged a support of £1 million for I.G. Patel Chair in London School of Economics. Right friends, with this let us conclude News at a Glance. Please do join for other modules. Have a nice day. Thank you.